you're a coffee lover and one of your most favorite things is enjoying a good cuppa, there's one destination in the world you have to travel to. The coffee mecca in the world, Melbourne.
But could Melbourne also be one of the world's greatest golfing destinations?
In today's episode of Puttering Around the World,
we're teeing it up
and sipping our way through
this incredible city.
Vibrant, hip, exciting, cool. Melbourne is on everyone's bucket list. The reason why is obvious. It is a beautiful city full of charm, culture, architecture, and metropolitan flair, but with the Aussie friendliness and laid-back vibes. Melbourne offers lush green parks, a modern skyline, stylish shopping, and urban street art. It is a sporting capital of the world, heaven for foodies, a mecca for coffee lovers, and is located right at the beach. Melbourne just has something for everyone. In my opinion, Melbourne is the perfect travel destination. But what about golf?
Well, for me, Melbourne is an even better destination because of the incredible golf. Melbourne is of course famous for the one and only Melbourne Sandbelt, sacred ground for golfers from around the world. But Melbourne is more than just a sandbelt, and we played some other fantastic courses that made our Melbourne golfing experience extraordinary. Now let's tee it up and find out what makes Melbourne the greatest golf and travel destination in the world. Located about 25 kilometers or 15 miles south of Melbourne's CBD, Kingston Heath Golf Club is one of the premier golf clubs in all of Australia, if not the entire world. The Heath, as it is known, ranks an impressive 12th in Golf Digest's World's Top 100 Greatest Golf Courses, and we couldn't have been more excited to have received an invitation to play our very first Sandbelt course. Our knowledgeable host explained to us that the key to having success at Kingston Heath or any of the Melbourne Sandbelt courses is the fairway bunkers. The closer you are to the fairway bunkers, typically the easier approach you will have to the greens. And the further you are, the more difficult your approach will be. Fairway bunkers guard the best position on the doglegs, and length off the tee plays a distant second to position. The sun was beginning its slow descent when we finally reached the world-famous 154-yard par 3 15. Standing on the tee, all you can see is trouble. The green is surrounded by deep and punishing bunkers, and I think we counted 12 in total. And none are more famous than the 2-meter deep Big Bertha, which cuts sharply into the green on the left. Our smooth as silk hickory swinging host told us that during Alistair McKenzie's visit to Kingston Heath, he made only one design suggestion. He recommended changing the original 15th from a blind par 4 to the existing uphill par 3. and what a brilliant suggestion it was.
Consistently rated as one of the greatest coffee cities in the world, Melbourne is a city obsessed with coffee and is a coffee lover's dream. Ask 50 Melburnians for their favorite coffee shop and you're bound to get 50 different answers, and none of them are wrong. Here are some of our favorites.
We had to get up in the middle of the night and leave the house by 5 in the morning. But it's worth it, because today we're playing the West Course at Royal Melbourne Golf Club. Known as the Cathedral of Australian golf, Royal Melbourne is without doubt the premier golf club in Melbourne and one of the most prestigious clubs in the world. Designed by the legendary Dr. Alistair McKenzie, the West Course is consistently ranked number 1 in Australia, as well as in the top 5 in the world. Everything about Royal Melbourne is on an epic scale. The sense of history is everywhere, and the significance in the golfing world is almost overwhelming. The fairways are enormous, the greens are massive, and the bunkers are the size of some small countries. That said, due to the sloping fairways and strategically placed bunkers, if you plan on scoring well, the landing spots are very small. Tiny, actually. The West Course is a timeless masterpiece that asks the player to find the best angles and requires a precision that neither mecca nor I possess. The West Course is the ultimate on any golfer's bucket list, and receiving the opportunity to play at Royal Melbourne Golf Club was a true privilege. It is the crown jewel in our golfing adventures. We must admit that we didn't play great, but at the same time we didn't play bad. But who cares, because we played the West Course at Royal Melbourne. The city of Melbourne, and Melburnians in particular, are sport crazy, and the Melbourne Cricket Grounds is the mecca for its sports-mad citizens. The MCG, known locally simply as the G, is the largest stadium in the Southern Hemisphere and is truly iconic in the sporting world. The MCG is open for tours, and we jumped at the chance to explore the inner temple of one of the world's most legendary sporting stadiums. Our knowledgeable guide took us inside the arena, where we went onto the pitch and learned about the lights that they use for growing the grass. We toured the players' rooms and the media rooms. But most impressive was the famous MCG Long Room, where we were able to sit in the famous leather couches, which are reserved for senior members, some who have been members at the G for over 50 years. If you're a sports fan, a visit to Melbourne isn't complete without a visit to the G.
Just a short gimme putt from Royal Melbourne, Sandy Golf Links lies in the heart of the Melbourne Sandbelt. However, unlike the exclusive membership and years-long waiting list of its impressive neighbors, Sandy is open to the public. And at $55 for 18 holes midweek, Sandy is easily one of the greatest values in the Sandbelt. While we were playing, we happened to notice the local rules printed on the back of the scorecard. We admit that we usually never read local rules, but these ones caught our eye. There were no stuffy rules about OB, relief, or any of the other normal local rules. Here are a few of our favorites. It's okay to not keep score. It's okay to drop a ball where you think it might be, or where you want it to be. It's okay to get enthusiastic. High fives, fist bumps, and big smiles are encouraged. And the greatest rule of all time, it's okay to play golf for fun. Located minutes from Melbourne CBD, Melbourne Park is home to the Australian Open, the first of tennis's Grand Slam events. Unfortunately, Rod Laver Arena, the centre court at Melbourne Park, was closed to visitors while we were there, but we were in awe walking the grounds where all of tennis's greatest have won. Located just north of the heart of Melbourne CBD, Royal Park Golf Course was an absolute must-play for us.
Why, you wonder? Because Royal Park is the childhood home course of Mr. Peter Thompson. So we joined our mate Carl Murphy, and we were curious to find out how this course turned Mr. Thompson into one of Australia's greatest champion golfers. So, what exactly is it about Royal Park that turned Peter Thompson into one of the greatest links players of all time? The golf course has greens that are smaller in scale, but if growing up on small greens is all that is needed to become an Open champion, well, then I'm puzzled as to why I never won one, let alone 5.
Royal Park Golf Course was an incredibly unique layout and was so much fun to play.
Located in St. Kilda, just 15 minutes south of Melbourne CBD, Mr. Moon has been opening his giant mouth and welcoming fans for over 100 years to the oldest theme park in Australia, Luna Park. The iconic Giant Scenic Railway is the oldest continually operating wooden roller coaster in the world, and it was a must visit for us while we were in the city.
The Melbourne Golf Academy is in the heart of the Sandbelt and is a fantastic place to practice. We absolutely love to come here and work on our games. Drummond Golf is Australia's largest golf store and was our go-to for everything we needed.
Located at the tip of the spectacular Mornington Peninsula, about 90 kilometers south of Melbourne CBD, is the National Golf Club.
Tell me you want it, you know I go on and on, 'cause you're too important.
The National is a club that is made up of 4 fantastic courses, but we're huge fans of Mr. Tom Doak and have been fortunate to play some of his best, like Pacific Dunes, Cape Kidnappers, and Barnbougle Dunes. So our decision was easy, the Gunnamatta course.
I gave you all my life, stay till the sunrise, when it's only us. Oh, let's be for real, now you're scared to fall in love, but I want you still.
In common with many of the Doak designs we've played, the Gunnamatta course has large, open fairways. The fairways were sand-based, which made them play firm. With crisp, clean, tight lies, they felt and played very links in style. The large, undulated greens ran pure, offered a multitude of pin positions, and were magnificent.
I can't deny, won't even try, if it ain't you, babe. Done with goodbyes, look in my eyes, tell me you feel the same, don't act like this ain't a good time, I'll be in a lifetime. It's been like this for a while, I gave you all my life.
If you get the opportunity to play at the National, take it.
Also at the tip of the Mornington Peninsula is St. Andrews Beach Golf Club. SAB, as it is known, ranks an impressive 12 in Golf Australia magazine's top 100. And we joined our good mate Ross Flanagan, the entertaining host of the My Love of Golf podcast, for an afternoon round. Bunkers at SAB are enormous, which seems to be a must in Melbourne, and are ready to swallow anything but your best shot. opinion, St. Andrews Beach Golf Club is a must-play. And if you're not from Australia like us, SAB is one of the best places to spot kangaroos on the golf course.
Alps, Eden, Biarritz, Redon, Road. There just aren't more famous holes in all of golf. Located at the tip of the beautiful Bellarine Peninsula, approximately 100 kilometers from Melbourne, Lonsdale Links is a golf course that draws inspiration from the legends of golf architecture. Incorporating template holes, Lonsdale Links has taken influence from the game's greatest design features and has created something incredible. Lonsdale integrates the greatest characteristics of the classics, but brilliantly takes enough artistic freedom to ensure that it is not a replica course. The 14th at Lonsdale Links, and it's called Reverse Redon. Lonsdale is not a long golf course, and we had a lot of short irons into the greens. But what makes the golf course great were the greens. Not all of them are huge. Pretty close. But there are enough subtle hills, mounds, and other nuances that need to be considered to have any measure of success.
Birdie.
We thoroughly enjoyed our day at Lonsdale Links. It was like playing around the golfing world in 18 holes. Also located at the tip of the beautiful Bellarine Peninsula is the lovely beach town of Barwon Heads, home to Barwon Heads Golf Club. According to George Pepper and Malcolm Campbell, authors of one of our favorite golf books, True Links, there are only 7 True Links golf courses in all of Australia, and Barwon Heads is one of those sacred grounds. There are no hidden hazards at Barwon Heads, and our generous host, who was a marvelous player with a game that we envied, said that what you see is what you get at Barwon. The par 3s at Barwon Heads are spectacular. Ranging in a variety of distances, I hit everything from 8 irons to 4 irons. With the challenge presenting itself fully in front of you, the golf course was a great test of golf.
After our round, we were invited to tour and have lunch in the clubhouse. Traditional in taste and full of rich history, the clubhouse at Barwon Heads is one of the most impressive clubhouses that we have seen throughout our golfing journey. Barwon Heads is a must-play and was the perfect final round to our golf and travel adventure in Melbourne. Beautiful beaches, a sports-mad culture, super friendly Aussies, delicious food and a fantastic coffee culture, a true links course, and of course the famous Sandbelt. What isn't there to like about Melbourne?
We truly think that Melbourne is the greatest golf and travel destination in the world. The flair of the city and the huge variety of great golf courses in close proximity to everything the city has to offer makes Melbourne second to none.
Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like this video and follow for more golf and travel. Let us know in the comments below where you think is the greatest golf and travel destination in the world.
We are Mecca and James, the intrepid traveling golfers behind Puttering around the world.
With just our backpacks and golf clubs, we set out to travel the world. Subscribe to see where we go to next.